Hi guys, let's do a quick intuitive message. I'm getting this energy of like, now's the time. It's like an energy of, it's go time. I know that sounds crazy. See, it's like something is starting. It's like, I don't know how to put it. It's just like the start of something new. One more. You know how like a lot of stuff you wait on and a lot of stuff take like divine timing? Well, it's like divine timing is here. Divine timing is now. So you could have been told from like a very young age, like, oh, you special, you got a gift. And even now, you know, as an adult or whatever, like people tell you, you know, you gifted and people gravitate to you and you got this calling and everybody want to know their life purpose and all that. It's like now the talk is out of the window and it's time to live your truth. It's time for you to live in that life purpose, right? It's time for you to learn and break free of old behaviors, old patterns. It's time for you to realize, you know, toxic ways, toxic behaviors and the toxic people and rectify those situations. So it feels like it's a go time. It feels like, I feel like for a lot of y'all, it's time for you to face your shadow because for one, you can't walk your divine truth like without doing healing and inner work, right? And I feel like the first opponent that you should ever have is yourself. So you balancing your light and your dark energies is like the first step in anything, right? So I feel like for a while, a lot of you guys could have been, I wanted to say sitting in darkness or battling darkness because that's what it feel like. But the darkness that you was battling is like an internal fight, right? So it's like you going within yourself, figuring out, you know, why you do certain things or why you think a certain way. So it's kind of like healing your inner trauma and your inner child, right? So I feel like you've mastered, and I use the word mastered loosely because, you know, you never fully master it. But I feel like you're able to, you know, identify your trauma or your wounds and you're able to face it and be honest with yourself. So once you're able to embrace like your darkness, you're able to change, right? You're able to transmute that energy into light. I mean, it don't go away because, you know, you can't have the light without the darkness, but you're able to transmute that energy right into something more. And I feel like you've done that. And since you've done that, it's kind of like the next step of your journey is starting to open up to you. I do feel like with these two cards, you see here, this man is sleepwalking and this man is using a pendulum to guide him, right? So I feel like you don't know exactly where you're going, but you're being guided to the next step. So it's like you're on the next journey of your life. When I say, okay, cool, you've been working on yourself, right? You've been transmuting, you know, the energy, the darker energies within your life. You see how everything was coming to fall down and she's holding it up to kind of like do the domino effect. So that would be you like battling your trauma, not even battling. It's just kind of like facing your trauma. And then right here, this reminded me of like pollination and the timing being right. It being your season, right? This right here reminded me of divine timing being at play in your life and you being protected while, you know, waiting for that divine timing. And now the gates are finally open, right? So it's like you're being, I don't know why exonerated came to mind. So for some of y'all that may resonate, but it's like you're being guided to the next level of your journey. I'm also being told here, new level, new devil, right? So it's going to be more challenges on this level, but this is the next stage for you, right? I feel like now you're starting to live in your truth. You're not being held in like this waiting area anymore. I hope this making sense because I feel like I'm rambling. Let's see what's going on, Spirit. Yeah, see, look. You found that balance. You know how like I said, the yin and the yang, the balance, right? Between dark and light. It's like you've learned to balance yourself. The feminine and the masculine energy. These cherry blossoms are sticking out too, but I don't remember what they represent. So you may want to look into that. It's like you're being called to take your place in this spiritual war. So a lot of you guys could come out as like healers or readers or whatever it is that you do in the spiritual sense, right? I feel like at one point, like everything was moving slow and it's about to speed up now. I feel like your discernment is on point now. Like you can't be tricked. You can't be fooled. Can't nobody pull the wool over your eyes anymore, right? It's like you being called to the front lines of this spiritual war. It's time to fulfill your soul contract. That's what's going on. Yeah. I feel like this year that's coming up, you're going to start seeing like a lot of religious or spiritual people coming out of the woodwork, being unashamed, because I feel like when you first start on this journey, you're very timid, right? You think that it's like you want to perfect everything that you do. But with this coming out, it's pretty much like you've already done the work. For the people that I'm talking to, you may have little doubts, but for the most part, it's like you're self assured, like you ready to go, right? Look at this angel getting this key. It's like it's something new, a whole new world is being opened up to you. A whole new way of thinking, understanding is being opened up to you, right? Look at this. Like I said, it's time for you to live in your divine purpose. Like, it's the energy of like, this isn't training anymore. You know, you're in the middle of the war. You're about to be in the middle of the war. And this is what you signed up for, right? You've already been prepared. You've already been nurtured. You've already been encouraged. And it's go time. That's pretty much what I got. All right, I'm going to leave that here.